Welcome to the Talking AI podcast, presented by Trust for AI. You can listen to us on YouTube, Apple Music, and Spotify.
We have got Chelsea Gordon with us today.
Yes, who is the
Lead AI advisory from MinterEllison. Hey, Chelsea, how are you?
Hi, Ram. It's great to be with you today. I'm going very well.
She's at the intersection of law and technology, specifically AI. Chelsea, how do you get there? And what more can you tell us about your typical workday?
Yeah, no, look, that's a great question. So I am a practicing lawyer, and each day I help clients to navigate the complex regulatory patchwork for AI in Australia at the moment to help them to get the most value out of the AI systems. How did I get there? I'm a regulatory lawyer by background. I've spent a lot of time advising clients about privacy, about complex regulatory environments. And then in the last few years, our clients' questions really changed and became a lot about artificial intelligence. And so we saw there was a need to specialize in the risks and opportunities that that technology creates.
Absolutely. And everyone is talking about AI. This is the right time to be in what you're doing.
Yes.
And your work must be really helpful to your clients. As you see, Australia is working on a lot of AI regulations right now. And what do you think? Do we need more stringent AI laws, or are we hampering innovation? If we need more laws, why? Why do we need more laws?
It's the topic of the week, actually, especially since the
Yes.
National AI Plan was published last week. Australia has made it really clear we're going to take a light touch regulatory approach
Yep.
to AI that's pro innovation. And I think that there's some merit to that. We want to be a place where people can come and data centers can grow and people can maximize the opportunity. At the same time, it creates some complexity for our clients because instead of having one legal AI act, they need to navigate a patchwork of complex existing laws. So I think that is a challenge. And in terms of what else do we need, I suppose we have the privacy second tranche of the reforms on the horizon.
Yes.
And I'm quite excited to see what those are because I think it's quite clear that the government's going to be relying a lot on existing acts.
Yep.
And uplifting existing acts and then
From
relying on
other
existing
jurisdictions
regulators.
as well, like the GDPR and other things?
Well, I think we are influenced partly by what's happening overseas, but it's clear that we're probably not going to take the same approach as GDPR. Instead, we're going to have this light touch approach that uplifts existing laws. So we're going to see uplift, I think, to laws such as privacy. That was clear in the AI plan, and we know
Yes.
tranche 2 is coming. Copyright uplifts are expected. Competition and consumer law, Online Safety Act. So we're going to see uplifts to lots of different things, but at the same time, it's a challenge because there's potentially some gaps at the moment.
Absolutely. And a lot of businesses are talking to us. When we talk to a lot of business leaders, all they are thinking about is they want to get along with AI, but they want to be sure that there aren't legal ramifications down the line about using private information of individuals as well as breaching client confidentiality. What do you think about this? What are your thoughts? How do you use AI tools without getting into trouble?
Yeah, it is a challenge, especially when they're trying to navigate the complex patchwork that exists. So I've noticed our clients are quite eager to maximize the AI opportunity and develop AI strategy that aligns with their business strategy and helps them to really win because this is a pivotal moment to do that. But at the same time, clients are nervous and don't want to create AI harms, including harms that they haven't envisaged. They don't want to breach privacy law. They don't want to end up in trouble. So in my experience, the best approach to that is a really intentional governance first approach where we're putting in place really clear approval processes,
Absolutely.
accountability people, legal reviews, including privacy impact assessments,
Yeah.
legal risk impact assessments, and then aligning AI use cases to value. So
Yep.
different ways they're doing that, and I'd be interested to hear what you've observed, Ram, but there's sort of 3 key plays here, or 3 horizons. We can use AI just to be more productive.
Yep.
That's useful. We can use AI to automate things we're already doing, or we can use AI to transform our business.
Yep.
And it's those transformative use cases, I think, that create the most opportunity, but potentially also the most legal and other risks. So it's
Correct.
in that space I find where working quite closely with clients to make sure that their boundary pushing opportunities align with law.
Absolutely. Like one of our earlier guests mentioned last week, the AI capabilities in organizations is like buying a treadmill. You buy it and then you put it in your garage and not use it. So you're really excited when you go buying a new tool, but you can't use it because you're probably not really excited in doing the hard work of getting it right. That's what we are seeing with our clients as well. We want them to align their AI capability to business goals and business outcomes and keep
Yes,
customer front and center.
exactly.
Ensure that people can trust their AI tools. Having said that, you are in the business of law, the legal domain, right? There
Yes.
must be one or the other AI tool that's really exciting for your domain and lawyers to use, and you are already using it. Which one is that, and what would make any lawyer who is listening to this podcast their lives easier than it is right now?
It's such a good question. We have taken a leading edge approach to AI at MinterEllison, which has made it a fantastic place to work because we've been
Yeah,
encouraged and invested in to learn how to use AI safely and responsibly, and then to help maximize goals for our clients.
yeah,
So to get to due diligence more quickly and to get to answers more quickly and thoroughly. We're also in the business of managing huge volumes of information. So AI is actually helping us to move away from the grunt part of our work and focus instead on the strategic advice that our clients really rely on us for. We use various tools, lots of different ones we have access to here. We have Microsoft Copilot. We've recently introduced Legora, which
mm.
is legal specific AI. And I must say, it's
What was the
excellent.
name again?
It's Legora. So
Lagora. Okay.
it's a legal specific AI tool that helps us to move through the detailed parts of the work so that we
Mm-hmm.
can move towards strategy more quickly. It also helps us to synthesize large volumes of
Brilliant.
documents. Clients often come to us with thousands and thousands of
Yes.
documents. And so we can review and we can triage and bring the key high risk things to the fore quicker so
Yeah.
that we can help them to make the
And
bid faster.
when we talk to a lot of businesses, what we see is that there are four prominent AI use cases that are coming up. We call it the four AI use cases. The four AI use cases are author, augment, analyze, or even automate, right? You can either author something using AI, you
Yep.
can augment something using AI, augment or assist rather, or you can analyze large chunks of data using AI, or finally you can automate using AI agents, right? AI can call tools. So, do you see more of automation happening with AI? And if so, how do businesses stay safe when they are embarking on such transformative programs? It could be a small T transformation or a big T transformation, right? It could be
Yes.
either a simple analysis or assistant, or it could
Yes.
be a major automation exercise. But how do they stay safe?
Yeah. This is a question clients are coming to us with all of the time.
Sure.
The first part of your question is about whether it's augmenting or analyzing or automating. I'm noticing in the legal profession, it's augmenting our practice.
Okay.
Humans are still very much involved. We are overseeing it and we're running it. In many ways, our AI tools are like a junior colleague. They're
Makes
someone who we're
sense.
overseeing, who we're giving really clear directions to, and they actually rely on senior oversight to work well. And I've noticed that that augmentation use case is quite common across our clients. So, for instance, health clients,
Yeah.
financial services, augmentation is where it's sitting. But we're starting to talk a lot more about AI agents, which, of
Yeah.
course, at the extreme end, there's a spectrum of AI agents, a little bit of
Correct.
AI agent washing as well. Maybe some of the hype
Yes.
isn't completely true. But at the very far end, we're envisaging agents who can perceive the world and then take action.
Yeah.
And so that automation creates additional risk. And how are we
Absolutely.
seeing clients manage that? The answer is lots of different ways. We're seeing they're putting in place really strong technical controls about what those agents are permitted and not permitted to do. For instance,
Yeah.
if they're making a financial transaction, we're limiting the finances that that tool has access to. And we're automating only parts of the process once it's been overseen and approved and checked. We're also using lower risk use cases first to build trust. So to demonstrate that the
Makes
agent
sense.
is behaving appropriately
Absolutely.
before we give it additional power.
It means
And
that
then, sorry, you go,
kind of
Ram.
you get the AI to create the draft, and
Mm,
you get the human to verify the draft and finalize the final outcome. Is that a good
exactly.
way? Yeah.
But even the human goes a step further. They're reviewing the draft, but then they're also interrogating the draft. So, like in
Yes.
law, we might ask our junior staff member, "Oh, did you think about this? What about that?
Yeah.
Have you seen this?" And we're asking the AI agent or AI system the same sorts of questions. But the other thing I've noticed clients are doing that's really helping to manage that is putting in place really strong AI governance for their AI agents at the beginning. So not only technical controls, but have we checked the data that this AI system is trained on is appropriate to our particular use case? So for instance, in health, I work a lot in the health industry. Has that particular AI system been trained on specific data that's representative of the Australian population and the Australian
Absolutely.
demographic? Because otherwise we've got the risk of bias and the risk it doesn't work properly. So that question in the governance process is really important. And then other
Yes.
questions like, have we got the right legal safeguards in place? Is our procurement contract strong enough so that we're getting the right warranties from our
Mm.
AI provider, that they're warranting it's fit for purpose and it's
Yeah.
appropriate for this use, and that in the background the scripts have the appropriate controls about what the system can and can't do. So it's that really intentional approach. We don't just want to bring agents
I
into our
like it.
business and
Yeah.
let them run wild. We
It
need to
is.
give them
It
some
is
clear instructions.
governance through intention, right? Governance by design rather than governance as an afterthought, which is amazing. Yeah, that's brilliant. Thanks a lot for the
Absolutely.
insights. And as we are getting to the end of our discussion, is there any closing thoughts that you have? Like three things you would like organizations to take away, and they imagine they are on the verge of embarking on their AI journey, and if you want them to start thinking with an intention, with governance in mind, what are the three things they would do today?
Yeah. I think the three things are: firstly, realize that AI amplifies risk. It deals with huge quantities of data at scale and it can scale risk. So, therefore, we need to scale our response. We
Yeah.
need to make sure that we have resources to govern, manage, oversee, and monitor the AI. So, the first thing is set our expectations. There's increased risk, there's increased risk management.
Yeah.
The second is align our AI strategy and our AI governance at the beginning to make sure we can maximize business value. We don't want the risk where we just have 100 AI flowers that never bloom,
Yeah.
or AI used in our business in a way that's not actually creating value for the organization. So we need to align our strategy and our governance approaches to maximize value. And then I think the third thing is realize it's a people process. So even though AI
Absolutely.
is a technology, 80% of AI systems are going to interface with people. So that capability uplift is going to be vital, and that needs to be supported by excellent governance, privacy understanding, and training within our businesses.
Brilliant. That was excellent talking to you, Chelsea. So, three things to take away: build in governance, ensure that your people are trained and ready, and also don't forget the fact that you have to manage your risks. Thanks a lot, Chelsea. Wonderful talking to you. As always, it's been really insightful. You have a good day.
Thanks, Ram. Have a good day.